on? All right, let's get some people in here. What's good?
Welcome to the...
All right, cool. Major story just broke. Had a major story just break, you guys. Gonna have Death of the Clout Chaser actually join me in a few moments to speak on it. Gonna have Death of Clout Chaser TV actually join me in a couple moments, you guys. We're gonna talk about DJ Akademiks leaving Complex. DJ Akademiks is leaving Everyday Struggle. What's good, y'all? It's Mikey T, the movie star. Right now, I've actually got an article that was posted. Yo, 42K, that's what we're going to be talking about today. Michael Weber, appreciate you for tapping in. Going to be joined momentarily by Death of the Clout Chaser TV. But right now, I actually wanted to read an article posted by Hot New Hip Hop. DJ Akademiks reveals he is officially leaving Complex. So DJ Akademiks is following Joe Budden. Joe Budden left Complex. He left Everyday Struggle. You know, they had a very successful combination with the three of them together. You know what I'm saying? What up, Omar? What's popping? I remember you from back in the day interviewing Dice. King Loopy, I appreciate you for tapping in. You know, it's shocking to me this morning to read DJ Akademiks leaving Complex. DJ Akademiks is leaving the brand that actually put him on the map, the brand that took him out of the slums of Chicago. You know what I mean? Back in the day when he was in my inbox, messaging me, hitting me up like, yo, Mikey, you know what I mean? When we could actually get in touch with one another back and forth. Then he went to Complex. He reinvented himself. You know what I mean? He really made himself a force to be reckoned with in hip hop. And now it looks like he's going to take the same route as Joe Budden. You know, he's going to take the same route as his former co-host. And honestly, you guys, I don't doubt that he's going to have similar success running his own brand. You know what I mean? Akademiks is obviously a very smart personality in the game. I mean, we see that he's got a lot of clout when it comes to newer artists. We've seen him actually do interviews with people that say that they would charge you $1 million. Like, for instance, Little Reese had told DJ Vlad, I'll do an interview for $1 million. He had actually done an interview with DJ Akademiks. DJ Akademiks also did an interview with French Montana right after French Montana got out of his whole incident. You know what I mean? Akademiks has been doing a lot. You know what I mean? That's something you cannot deny. He had to do a lot to get out of his position in Chicago. You know what I mean? Christopher says that he never did like Akademiks. He said Akademiks is a clown. Norel says they were going to fire him probably in regard to DJ Akademiks leaving Complex, because that's the reports that we all read this morning. And you know, guys, sometimes when you get word from a company, oh, he's about to get fired, they're about to cancel Everyday Struggle, maybe that's why he pushed up the situation. You know what I mean? He moved it forward, if you will, a little bit. Omar, yeah, that's right. We're gonna hold it down. Free ARAB. You know what I mean? Ham and cheeseburger, 100, brother Mikey T. I'm not sure why your name is Ham and Cheese, but all right. Guys, pretty soon we are going to be joined by Death of the Clout Chaser TV, who actually broke this story earlier. I'm going to talk to him, but right now I'm reading this article from Hot New Hip Hop. DJ Akademiks reveals he is officially leaving Complex. DJ Akademiks also noted that Everyday Struggle is coming to an end next month. DJ Akademiks has built his platform into one of the most successful brands in hip-hop, And while he might be a controversial figure, he always thrived off of adversity. Since all the way back in 2017, Akademiks has been a complex employee as he stars on the daily hip hop talk show Everyday Struggle. From Joe Budden to Star to Wayno, Akademiks has a plethora of co-hosts alongside him to varying degrees of success. The last few months have been trying. The last few months have been a trying time for the show as Akademiks was suspended following some comments made about Chrissy Teigen. Ak ultimately joked about being fired, although in the end he came back to the show and apologized for his words. Today, Akademiks took to his Twitch and addressed his audience, confirming that what many had suspected for the time. As of mid-December, Everyday Struggle will cease to exist. All the while, Akademiks is permanently leaving Complex. So, guys, everyone that has been a fan of Everyday Struggle, even after losing, the host like Joe Budden, I know a lot of people still stuck with it. You know what I mean? They still did a lot of credible interviews even after Joe Budden left. But now with the events of Akademiks actually leaving Complex, it looks like they're finally going to close the chapter on Everyday Struggle, and Complex will move away from it. It was definitely a dope show, you guys. Is this really going to affect anybody in the chat? What do you guys think? So, Akademiks went to his Twitch, he addressed his audience, and he let everybody know that he is leaving Complex. Now, that seems really simple, you guys. It seems really simple that's what he's going to do, right? He's just going to let everybody know, guys, I decided to leave Complex just like Joe Budden. I'm not going to do anything over there anymore. I'm going to start my own business. You know what I mean? What do they call that in business? They call that saving face. He's trying to address the public beforehand. I'm just speculating right now, you guys. I'm just speculating right now, but a lot of the times when somebody comes out and addresses leaving the company, it's really right before they were about to get fired. Famous Amazing. We're about to get to it. This is what you call build-up. This is what you call build-up. Jeff Jones says Complex was overpaying him and taking losses, bottom line. So we're going to get into one of the losses that Complex may be taking over an interview that Akademiks did that will most likely put the Complex building in a situation in court. I'm coming on here because I think, looking at this situation, you guys, I strongly believe that after DJ Akademiks did that interview with King Von's manager, he put Complex as a whole in jeopardy, because I got a feeling that later this year or next year, when that trial begins, that interview that Complex has on their YouTube page, that interview is going to be called into court. That interview is going to be dissected. And that's why I wanted to jump on here tonight and talk about it. I'm waiting on Death of the Clout Chaser TV to log in on this so we can have a back and forth about it, because there's a lot that we got to cover about this interview that DJ Akademiks did with King Von's manager, you guys. Look at the comparison. When DJ Vlad hit Little Reese up about an interview when he got hit in the neck, you guys, Little Reese said, I'll do the interview for $1 million. My point is, when you do an interview with somebody so close to an altercation actually taking place, now that interview is evidence. That interview is an hour-long conversation of evidence, you guys, that could potentially be used to help Quando Rondo in the future. Now, I'm not saying anything about I want Quando Rondo in jail. I'm not saying anything like that, you guys, because the situation that they got in, you know what I mean? It's a crazy situation. You can't just point the finger at who was wrong. People were just reacting. You know what I mean? But the interview that Akademiks did with King Von's manager, I think that was a little bit too much. I think actually doing that interview might have put Akademiks in jeopardy. Dare I say that Akademiks, that interview might have allegedly been the last straw in DJ Akademiks' relationship with Complex. At this point, look at his history. Look at Akademiks' his history, you guys. Christopher Bond says, "Yup, I agree, yo." It showed, Drip Slow said it showed the manager lied. That's an interesting point. But like I said, the interview is going to be dissected, you guys. For everyone just tuning in, we're talking about DJ Akademiks actually leaving. At this point, he's left Complex. The Everyday Struggle show is going to be coming to an end mid-December. So they obviously have episodes filmed. You know what I mean? I highly doubt they're going to be filming any more episodes together unless it's in their contract. You know what I mean? I highly doubt they're going to be filming any more episodes. What are we at? November 30th? With everything going on, I can't imagine that they don't have several episodes in the can, which they're still going to air. Famous Amazing said, "Glad I subbed to this channel. Mikey T, you hit that right on the head." Yeah, that's why I really had to come in here and talk to you all about this situation and how it's playing out right now, because we see Akademiks has stepped back from his position at Complex and as the main host of Everyday Struggle. But a lot of times in business, this happens right before the main man in the camp is fired, right before the CEO is let go and another person is put in the position. But on the contrary, I don't think there's going to be another host for Everyday Struggle. I think this will just be the end of Everyday Struggle, and Complex is going to write off their relationship with DJ Akademiks because, let's be honest, DJ Akademiks reporting for Complex was sort of like a hip hop artist reporting for Complex, sort of like Joe Budden. You know what I mean? He was like a personality. You know what I mean? Complex could be more focused on just the writers in general. True Big Cotton says, True Big Cotton says Akademiks will, what do you say? Akademiks will fall a little bit. Akademiks will fall a little. My personal opinion, I think Akademiks is going to use this to create an even bigger organization than he ever had in the first place. Not necessarily a bigger organization than Complex, you guys, but a bigger organization than he ever had when he was independent. Because right now, Akademiks is at the point where he could hire 5 or 6 people to edit the material that he does on a daily basis, add his voiceovers, and just be good. And you know what I mean? Do like two hours of work a day. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Just know we're actually waiting on Death of the Clout Chaser TV to join us. We're going to be talking about his exclusive interview, or the blog post that he did actually in regard to King Von's manager's interview with DJ Akademiks, you guys. And this interview that Akademiks did, I think it could allegedly be what is making the relationship with Akademiks and Complex so rocky right now. Edward says, True Big, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for supporting the channel. Anybody that wants to support the channel tonight, Cash App, Mikey T Movie. Cash App, Mikey T Movie, if you want to support the channel with a donation, you guys. So Von's man incriminated himself in that interview. Damn. Iceberg, appreciate you for tuning in tonight. North Carolina, that's what's up. In the interview that King Von's manager did with DJ Akademiks, he basically laid out the whole situation. You know what I mean? He basically put narration to all of the camera angles, explaining. He even put somebody in the position. I'm not a detective, you guys. You know what I mean? Like Gilly said one time, I'm not like a district attorney. You know what I mean? But King Von's manager actually laid it out, what happened play by play. You know what I mean? And I'm saying that's going to be dissected when it comes to a courtroom. But also, Akademiks has done several other things. He's done several other things that kind of put him up in question at Complex. I mean, you got to look at his relationship with Selena Powell. You know what I mean? You got to look at his relationship with Selena Powell. that really had to shake up things from all the things that she tried to throw on his name. You know what I mean? She really tried to slander his name like crazy, and that kind of put Complex in a strange position, I would imagine. You know what I mean? It put Complex in a position where it's like, damn, Akademiks, what are you doing? You're out there making our name look crazy. And I'm only using this as supporting evidence, you guys, for my main claim in this whole situation. That, in all honesty, you guys, Akademiks doing that interview with King Von's manager put Complex in a bit of a tight position. You know what I mean? There is a major chance that interview is going to be used drastically in court. There's a major opportunity that Quando Rondo's defense attorney, his little Timmy's defense attorney, has that interview used for court as information in his defense. You know what I mean? That, I think that's 100% obvious, everyone. And this is a lot of heat. Yo, guys, this is a lot of heat. What it do, TV Live? Appreciate you for tapping in. Nah, Kenneth, I don't have no family that's like law enforcement or anything. I'm just kind of like, this is like honest judgment right here, you guys. This is just like honest judgment too. What I rocks with you, Mikey T, but Akademiks got too much BS with him, yo. He on the clown. Yeah, you know, Akademiks, this is what I was beginning to say. Akademiks' name came with a lot of controversy, you guys. His name came with a lot of controversy. He was like a personality himself. You know what I mean? When you're an artist, you guys see how artists act. They destroy hotel rooms, they try to date all types of models that are going to come in and record them when they're asleep and try to expose them. So Akademiks really was like a liability for Complex. But guys, tonight we're talking about maybe one of the biggest liabilities that he did. Doing an interview with somebody that was actually involved in a situation like that. You know what I mean? Doing an interview with somebody that was in a situation like that so close before anything has really been solved. Like this is kind of like, the word is irresponsible. It's a little bit irresponsible of DJ Akademiks to have done this interview, you guys. I don't know who agrees with me in the chat. Like honestly, like when even when DJ Vlad and Vlad TV hit up Little Reese after he was in that altercation for an interview. That's irresponsible. You know what I mean? That's why so many people came at Vlad over him doing an interview with No Plug. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of people like that ruffled a lot of feathers. But you know what? I respect what Vlad actually had to say in regard to putting that interview out. And then a year later, when the surveillance footage was released and all the testimonies had been cleared, you know what I mean? Vlad's story with No Plug turned out to be true, you guys. Yo, Marketing Master, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Everybody in here, share this video. Let them know Mikey T, the movie star, is that hot new entity in hip hop. I agree. Okay, from God, what's popping, man? Appreciate you for tuning in, hun. She says, I agree. It hasn't even been 2 months, and all this is evidence for the court, and it's unsmart. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. You know what I mean? It was not smart of King Von's manager to do an interview on a platform like that. You know what I'm saying? On a major platform. We all know the platform that Complex is. It's pretty much a news website for hip hop. And now DJ Akademiks, you guys, Tiffany, appreciate you. Almighty Mo, appreciate you for tapping in. Complex has to be in a position right now over this interview that DJ Akademiks has done. I mean, we've heard reports in the past of, you know, when cases go on that involve stuff like this, all of the evidence gets subpoenaed. Buildings can get raided. I mean, look what happened with Murder Inc. in the early 2000s when they were going through all the situations with G Unit, when Supreme McGriff was in court and Murder Inc.'s name was brought up. You know what I mean? A lot of these news outlets, a lot of these hip hop news outlets, they could potentially get raided for their information. You know what I mean? When you got documentation of people out there, street guys, you know what I mean? RIP to Trippy Beans. All right, excuse me, RIP to Triple Beans. Mikey, you still got the landline. Yep. Still got the landline, man. You know how it is when you buy your own crib. Don't worry, you're out of here. So today we also the video that posted. Death of the Clout Chaser actually posted the video today, you guys. He posted the video actually that said DJ Akademiks allegedly let go by Complex in everyday struggle for his interview with King Von's manager. Now, everyone in here has probably actually seen the interview with King Von's manager. We all know how graphic he went into detail. We all know how graphic he got into detail actually during that interview. He pretty much explained the whole situation pretty vividly, you know what I mean? Talking about the state of mind that King Von was in, you know, mentioning how King Von was made known that Quando Rondo had arrived. He let the police, he let Akademiks, I did not call Akademiks the police there. We know the feds can look at anything that they want. Look what happened to ARAB. You know what I mean? A lot of people, I read ARAB's case, you guys, and ARAB's case actually had music videos attached to it, freestyles, features. You know what I mean? All of that, all of his video evidence was attached to all of his case. You know what I mean? So King Von's manager, who I had never seen, I don't know, in the chat, you guys can tell me different. I had never seen King Von's manager before this time. Now, as I've told you guys before, we actually had King Von come out to Connecticut. We had King Von come out with Little Durk, and we had him come out alone. So I'm not actually sure if that's the manager that my guy dealt with. Maybe I should have asked him. Maybe I should call him right now and ask him. But all I'm saying is I had never seen King Von's manager actually do an interview ever. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm wrong about that, you guys. Maybe I'm wrong about that, you guys. But, you know, it was just striking to actually see. It was just striking to actually see King Von's manager actually do an interview. All right, we're getting Death of the Clout Chaser in here right now. We're going to talk about some things. Death of the
Yo,
Clout.
fam, what's good, fam? You can hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, we can hear you. Death of the Clout Chaser in the building. This is Death of the Clout Chaser and Mikey T, the movie star, part 2.
Salute, fam. Salute, man. I appreciate you having me, my brother.
Well, they're saying right here, and this is actually something I remember from the interview with King Von's manager and Akademiks, that he also mentioned his affiliation with YNW Melly. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he did. He's actually they got the same management to this day, like King Von and YNW Melly. And that's one of the things that he had. He had some words for, because he was saying that a lot of people are starting to turn on against him because in the industry, because of what happened to YNW Melly and now King Von. So he's got two major artists, and these two major artists have, may had the best of choices, far as made against them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, let me ask you, man. So I want to, in general, I just want to know, what do you think about King Von's manager doing that interview with Akademiks?
I think that interview was honestly, I think like on academic side, he's a blogger. So, he's reporting the news. But when it came to that dude's side, like him being what he's supposed to stand for, I think that it was a poor choice. You know what I mean? I think that he didn't make the best decisions when he was speaking in that interview, and I think in the end result, I think that interview was going to be used probably in the court of law. In return, allegedly, I hear that's why DJ Academics is no longer with Complex.
Yeah, earlier today it was revealed that Akademiks actually he put on his Twitch and announced to his audience right before you got on here. I was actually reading it. He announced to his audience his departure from Complex, and they announced that Everyday Struggle is actually going to be no longer releasing
Well,
after
here's the thing. You got a whole episode. If you watch the episode today, if people watch the episode, you hear him and his co-host. Oh yeah, we got another 2 weeks. Man, ain't no 2 week notice. We getting rid of your ass. You can't put in no 2 week notice because we was gonna fire you.
right.
No, it don't work like that. You know what? We getting rid of you. You a contractor, so there's no severance pay. Have a good day. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So, allegedly, that's
And
what went
then
down. But
And then how it goes, when you're in a business, we've seen it in movies. We've probably, some of us in here have been through it. You know what I mean? When you get fired, they say, hey, you can leave right now and you can save face and you can let everybody know you're leaving Complex, or you can let anybody know you're leaving McDonald's, or we can go out there and we can fire you publicly and let them know that we let you go.
and you know what he did? A big mistake. He went on live on his little Twitch. Probably was, off the Hennessy. Hey, shout out to Hennessy. I got a little bit in the building right now. You dig?
Love
Hey,
him.
man. He went on his Twitch, and basically on his Twitch, he was saying some things about Complex, maybe Complex when, you know what I mean, been too fond of. And some people probably overlook it like, well, he just talking to him. No, man, when you talking to a corporation, when you talking to brand, it's different things that apply. You know what I mean? So that right there, Mike, you know what? Even though in this episode, y'all, you and your co-host, y'all all through the episode, these are facts. You all through the episode, yeah, we got 2 more weeks and we're gonna be here 2 more weeks. But why they title the episode when it first come out? Last episode. Come on, my guy. They titled this shit last episode. Like this is over with. It's done, okay? Ain't no 2 weeks after this. It's over with.
Before you got in here, I was actually speaking on the fact that Akademiks doing that interview with King Von's manager at that point in time, I think that was a little bit irresponsible.
You
You
say
know,
far as what now? One more time, bro.
I think Akademiks doing that interview with King Von's manager at that point in time was a little bit irresponsible.
I think it was definitely a part of content. I think it was a content mule. You know what I mean? And I dig it, I can understand it. But here's the thing though. When you talking a major corporation, we paying you XYZ per year or whatever per month. And of course, we want people to come here to like that's why we got you here. We
Right.
got you here so people can feel comfortable about bringing their brand to our brand. And here's the thing, you just cut us completely out. So sometimes it be repercussions behind them type of things, man. Like I don't, you know what I mean? Like people can read between the lines. You could be a janitor. You know what I mean? It's the same thing applies.
Yeah, man. I think DJ Academics actually the comparison I made was that DJ Academics doing that interview was like Little Reese actually doing an interview after he got hit. What would you expect him to do? What would you expect Little Reese to detail after getting hit in the neck that wouldn't compromise his integrity in the street, or you know what I mean, that wouldn't compromise him actually telling on somebody? Like in the King Von interview with his manager, he was literally breaking down every scenario that played out. I think this conversation that he had with Akademiks could be used potentially in a court of law. And I think Complex must have been like, damn, look at what we've got ahead of us now. Now, next year, when the little Timmy case goes to trial, Complex's name is going to be all over that. And you know what?
Yeah, we in litigation.
sometimes all that press, you know what I mean? Bad press, good press, it's all press. Sometimes when you're at that level, you don't want your name dragged down in a case like that, because this is one of the most devastating cases in hip hop right now.
No, absolutely, absolutely. And then you got like the outrage, like even though King Von did what he did, and you know what I mean, he probably dissed who he dissed, right? But we don't know what happened when that man had his last words and who he gave it up to, meaning a higher being. You feel me? So with that being said, if you a person of any type of knowledge, like you're not here to judge people or destroy them. You know what I mean? So when his manager came up there, man, he had a whole lot of things to say in regards to him being like right there. Like when Von hopped out the car, he was right there. When Von stole on Buddy ass, he was right there. So with that being said, like fam, for you to not to know what's going on and for you to be saying, "Oh, your man's was tripping," like you sound like a fucking buffoon. Who are you? I thought you was the leader of the organization. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought you was the leader of the organization. I thought that you was there like people play for management roles, right or wrong, for leadership qualities, correct?
Facts.
So, like, where is your leadership qualities in that situation, my brother? They paying you hundreds of thousands a year plus.
But let's keep it real. Let's keep it real, man. Let's talk about this. I want to ask you about this real situation here, man. So, the way that King Von's manager broke down the situation, in all honesty, he really put it out there that King Von was in a bad state of mind. He put it out there that King Von is the one who jumped out of his whip to go and confront Quando Rondo. Isn't that like, how do you think King Von's people are going to react to that? How do you think Chicago in general is going to react to that?
Far as he doing what now? One more time. What was that? You said he doing what?
As far as King Von's manager going on this interview with Akademiks and basically saying, yo, King Von was in a bad state of mind. King Von is the one that
No, I think he did that interview for them to save face because he knew what was coming behind him and what people was gonna say and what the bloggers was gonna say. So he tried to jump in front of it, you know what I'm saying, ahead of time. But the thing is, he went about it the wrong way.
Yep. Why do you think he went about
So
it
they
the
was
wrong
gonna
way?
be involved regardless. What I'm saying, they was gonna be involved regardless. Like, damn, folk, you supposed to be the manager. What's going on?
Yep. All right, we got 1,000 people in here, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I've got Death of the Clout Chaser in the building. This is the Death of Clout Chaser, Mikey T, the movie star collaboration. The news broke earlier today. Akademiks broke.
You already know.
That's right. Akademiks broke the news himself that he was leaving Complex. So one of the major questions, Clout, is will DJ Akademiks be successful after leaving Complex? What do you think?
Absolutely, absolutely. If he goes on a long haul rant for 30 days, just a long haul rant about all the industry shit that he held back, that right there gonna set him up for another 3.5 million subscribers. You feel me? That alone, that's 7 million worldwide. That's pretty a good, you know what I mean? That's a nice number. So I think absolutely like that's the thing that maybe so like his ex business partners, maybe they didn't, you know what I mean? They probably seen that forecoming. I'm pretty sure because I did. So I think he'll be straight, man. Honestly.
I mean, looking at it, honestly, Joe Budden really flourished after leaving Everyday Struggle and departing from Complex. He really flourished, man. You know, he really is on his own now as a media mogul.
No, absolutely. Did you see that? Did you see when Academics was pretty much in that live talking about that him and Joe Budden could be having something coming soon, and you know what I mean? Like he said basically he could come in 6 months, he can come in 5 years, and all this other shit. That's because you know who he is, right? He crying out for Joe help right now. See, Academics, he in a vulnerable place. See, like if Joe Budden is smart, he would get with him for his organization because it's a person named Charlemagne, and Charlemagne gonna see what's going on, and he gonna come out of nowhere and whoop. Pay
Yep.
attention.
Yep.
Pay attention, people.
It's about to be
Exclusive. Exclusive.
But you know, I'm still waiting on Nori. I'm still waiting on Nori. You know what I mean? I'm still waiting on my Drink Champs check, $1 million worth of game. When we gonna get that podcast deal? But we're here talking today about King Von's manager actually doing an interview with Akademiks. And this interview, it could talking about a vulnerable space, Clout, talking about being put in a vulnerable space. Akademiks doing this interview with King Von's manager could put Complex in a vulnerable space next year when the trial comes around.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You know, I
absolutely, man. Like when the trial come around, I'm thinking like it's crazy that Academics went on live today, right? Let me say what he said, right? And on his live, he was pretty much expressing himself, and he was expressing himself about the Casanova situation. How like he brought his cousin, female cousin, male cousins to the club because they wanted to experience DJ Academics. You feel me? And just so happened, he said he run into Casanova. It's like 4 7 feet dudes, he said claims, right? These dudes like damn, they're 7 feet tall. He like, damn, is this an NBA convention? Right? But look, he says in this shit though, he says that he not gonna lie. He told Casanova to go to the street because the police was in the street. But Casanova said, come to the corner and let's talk. You know what I mean? So like when it comes to DJ Academics, it ain't like when people be like, oh man, like me personally, bro, I kind of like people who tell me who they are, you know what I'm saying, before ahead of time. Versus like I find out later, like, oh damn, this motherfucker, oh damn, I ain't know he's working with the police. No, he telling you, like, fam, you get with me, I'm working with the police. It is what it is. So I can respect that. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I respect that more than a lot of gangster ass niggas because they be faking the funk sometime and they be really working with the police. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear
so
you.
for a person to come out and say that shit, that means like stay away from me, bro. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you, bro, what do you think about the whole fallout the other night? Quando Rondo deleting his Instagram, putting a message on his Instagram beforehand, though, saying, we were here tonight. We were ready for the show. We were not scared to come and get our money. 600 Breezy making all a bunch of calls is what had the mayor and the police shut the show down. What do you make of Quando Rondo saying that he was still ready to go?
First of all, Quando line. But before I even get into my whole little thing, right? Y'all get these likes up, man. Come on, man. 100 likes, there's 1,000 people in the building. Come on, gang. Y'all know what time it is, man. Share this on Facebook right now. Hit the like button right now. You know what I mean? Like, come on, fam. If this shit cap, hit the dislike button. Show me you a real person. You hear me? Show me you real. Okay, let's go back to it though. Like when you say like how I feel about that, like how I feel about what again, bro? One more time for the people who you said Quando Rondo.
Right. Excuse me, bro. My bad. I was just about to put your IG up on the chat. But yeah, how do you feel about Quando Rondo after his show was canceled? He went on the internet and he basically said, my show was canceled because of the threats made by people like 600 Breezy. And that's why the mayor and the police shut the show down. But Quando said
I honestly think he 100% right. It's not the threats that's made on 600 Breezy that's made towards him. It's the threats that's made towards every blogger that putting up this content. And when they put up this content, they saying that not 600 Breezy, but just some random ass person, got $8 million on your head. You said that, yo, they say I got $1 million on my head, make it 8 million.
8.
And then people start to put 8 million on your head. And even if people saying it's a cap, right? But do you want to lose your life because you thought it was cap? So a lot of people leaving these venues. Now a lot of people, when they come in, security like, yo, so Quando coming? Oh shit, I won't be working. I got to go. You feel what I'm saying? So in return though, like honestly, man, Quando, if he was smart, like when them folks said that he took him to the hospital, he's supposed to play it on that. You hear what I'm saying? He's supposed to be like, yeah, man, I try to save buddy, man. I ain't want that shit to be like that. You hear what I'm saying? Man, that shit's unfortunate. You know what I mean? Like, man, I like, man, like this shit is terrible. You feel me? People would have respect him more saying that shit because he knew. Well, people knew that, look, your friend the one who killed him. So that's somebody who not even in your whole mind, nigga. That's the whole person outside of your body. So with that being said, you got yourself, Quando Rondo. All he had to do is come out, like I said, is just say, you know what, man, I didn't even want this shit to happen. Even if he did want this shit to happen, I didn't want this shit to happen. I didn't want that shit to lead up to like that. It was a fight, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even though bro ass rushed me and shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what my guys was thinking, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I definitely felt, you know what I'm saying, a couple of punches touched my jaw and I seen shots fired. End of story. End of story.
Right.
That's the end of it. Not no other this other shit, because guess what? Now his music is going to be used in court too, as well.
Right. Right. It seems like they've got all types of evidence right now for the case between the interview, between their, you know, they've got Timmy in jail, you know what I mean? They've got the manager, King Von's manager, doing an extensive interview on a platform with millions of subscribers. And now they've got Quando Rondo actually making a song called End of Story, where he basically outlined his whole defense in regard to the case with King Von. What did you think about the End of Story record? Can you give me your take on it, Clout?
I honestly thought it was distasteful. I thought that it was like beyond disrespectful for this person not to be your immediate op. And when I say immediate op, like he ain't your op from the sandbox. He ain't killed none of your ops from. He ain't killed none of your brothers. I mean, from the sandbox or your sisters. What's the problem? Here's the thing though, because of ego and other things that's involved when it comes to ego, you come up with this type of thing. So when I hear the end of story, I think of like, man, this is a bad choice, man. You know, I think that he shouldn't even like. He actually is a singing ass nigga. This dude, Quando Rondo, he's a singing cat, man. He sings a lot. You know what I mean? He got songs where he trying to invite you into a world of like, you know what I'm saying, like stress and you know what I mean, trying to embody that shit, man. So when he do that type of shit, it's like, man, fam, you ain't even a part of that, even with your music. So why do that, Quando? You know, and like if Quando ever hears some shit like this, man, I tell Quando, man, like honestly, delete that Instagram and that Twitter for like a month. You know what I mean? When you do some shit publicly with like some big major platforms and come out and be like, man, that one, my shit was hacked. That wasn't me. My shit was hacked. That's why my shit is underground right now because people kept hacking my shit. You feel me? So that's what I look for you to do, Quando.
No, I hear you 100%, man. I hear you 100%. You know, Quando releasing the diss song End of Story, I think it's really stirring up more problems than he wants. We saw what Little Dirk did. Little Dirk deleted his Instagram, and now Quando deletes his Instagram. He deletes his social media after posting that video, did you see the video he posted with him and his homies saying, "Yo, we got the 30. We was ready to go in the
Yeah.
club." Yep. That video right there was just nuts to actually release that video so close to what happened at the hookah lounge, with King Von.
No, absolutely. I think that like I said, that was distasteful. You know what I mean? It was like definitely under some other shit like malice. Like even like bro, went to the mass public like EBK and Cutthroat and ABK. That shit sound good in the hood. But when it comes to the mass general public, fam, you look like a fucking shyster. You look like somebody not to trust. Therefore, people don't want to deal with you. Keep that in mind, youngsters.
Speaking of that, I want to ask you a question, man. Speaking of that, I want to ask you a question, bro. I want to ask you this question, brother. Do you think Little Boosie actually did an interview where he spoke on this, man, and he said that he had actually been invited to that hookah lounge that night. Obviously, he had like another commitment that night that involved money, so he didn't end up going. But I wanted to ask you, do you think that salute my brother Justin Blue, Just Hood. That's my boy. He just had his first daughter. He just had his first
Salute, fam.
Yep, he just had his first daughter, man. But but yeah. So basically, I wanted to ask you, man. Do you think if Boosie was actually there that night, he could have come between Vaughn and Quando and made peace?
Um, nah, nah, because according to the manager, again, which gonna be probably used in court on DJ Academic shit. You know what I mean? He said that Von was in the car asleep, so he never even made it inside the club.
Quando.
So yeah, like no, I'm talking about Von. He said that Von never made. He said that Quando was inside the truck sleep. Von was inside his car just sitting for like 30 or 40 minutes, just sitting until they told him like, "Yo, fucking Quando was in the car." You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's like I don't think that would have happened because them guys probably never even made it inside the club. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you know how some people gotta pull up for an event. They probably did a quick walkthrough. Yo, yeah, Quando in the building. Hey, bro, I gotta go back to the car. I'm drunk as hell. I'm high as hell. You feel me? He go
Nah,
back to the car. He high as hell. They got little Tim in the car watching him. Yo, bro, you stand on standby. Make sure don't nobody run up on Quando. You hear me? Quando see old block. He like, damn, old block heavy as hell out here. Let me let them know I'm out here. He probably high. He probably don't even realize was really like he dissed them the other day. You feel me? So he
yeah.
like, damn, old block, them my niggas. I been here with them before. Yo, old block, what's good? Yo, bro, what you mean what's good? Yo, Von need to holler at you. What Von need to holler at me about? Hey, bro, Von need to holler at you, bro. Like, wait till he get. Matter of fact, Von here, bro. Von come out the car. Bop, 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 bop. I'm just saying, man. What if? I don't know what happened. You hear me?
No, I hear you 100%. I just had that question in my mind. I just had that question in my mind over the last few weeks after seeing Vlad interview Boosie, and Boosie had actually mentioned that. And it really was a question on my mind if Boosie could have actually come between them two and maybe got them to shake hands, got them to put it to the side for the night.
Yeah, like I said, I doubt it though. I doubt him and Boosie would have met that night because they was on some other shit that whole night. Feel me? It ain't like they went in the club and they partied out and ooh, we good. Nah, man, they never really made it inside.
And let's be
Quando
honest.
was fucked up and Dirk was fucked up, clearly.
Yeah, and let's be honest, man. And yo, bro, try to watch the F word, brother. But let's be honest, man. King Vaughn was on his high horse. You know what I mean? King Vaughn was
Yeah.
King Von was lit. he had whatever amount of money he wanted in his pocket, and he was able to do whatever he wanted to do at any point in life. And that's why he said, I can do whatever I want tonight. That's why he didn't think there would be any repercussion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He didn't think he didn't think his manager would be the one doing the interview the next day. You know, King Von had literally just done an interview on $1 million worth of game. You know what I mean? He was running around promoting his content the right way. I don't think they gave him a solo Breakfast Club interview, but you know, the Breakfast Club has kind of been changed in the last year or so, in the last
Yeah, but
7.
he was on Angela Yee. He was on Angela Yee joint.
Oh, word. Yeah, he was he
Yeah,
on he was
lip
on
service.
Lip Service. Yeah, like I said, he was moving, man. He was
He was on
really
there early. He was on there early, like maybe like 7, 8 months ago.
yeah, I was really impressed with King Von, you know, but the whole thing, you know, he just made it to a point. He sold 27,000 units first week, bro.
Yeah, that's great. He gonna sell more.
Craig said sad story. King Irv says that manager. What's your response to this, bro? King Irv says that manager looking like he backdoored Von.
Um, I would say that like him being from the South and him having relationship Florida and Georgia is right next to each other. So like, I would think that he would have Georgia connections. He running around the way he running around, but it do sound interesting. And what they said, it got some type of, it holds some type of weight. But we need to look into things. You know what I mean?
And I just want to say real quick to Anonymous that King Von actually moved those units before he passed. King Von moved those units before he passed. Um, a lot of
Yeah, he
comments,
up now. He up way more units right now.
a lot of other comments, man, like he straight lied. Some people saying that King Von's manager lied during his interview. I don't honestly think there's any reason for him to lie. What do you think on that?
Yeah, I can think he could lie because if he involved with anything, like even if somebody gave him a heads up or anything, you know what I mean? Like he could definitely lie because them boys gonna be on his ass then, you know what I mean? And even though he got his little money, his little sources or whatever, but like, game politics is a little different. Even the amount of money when it comes to game politics, you being in that game might save you. You know what I mean? And he not part of no gang, man. Like he's just a dude who, use his money the right way and you know, shit, use his money the right way, move forward. You feel what I'm saying?
Sure. Nah, I hear you, man. So, bro, as all this is going on, it looks like Quando Rondo might take some advice. It looks like Quando Rondo might take some advice and step back from the public eye for a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. If he stepped back from the public eye, and then even with this shit that went on, I put him up on some game real quick. If you watching Mikey T, the movie star, you did. But here's the thing, man. Even if you right now, what you got going on, if you could say that shit, the motherfucking Zans, the lean, whatever the fuck drug you use, you use them. So whatever drug you use, you say it was because of them type of activities and that had you in an emotional place, but now you in your right mind and you're sorry. I think that his career can probably go farther than he thinks. But the other way around, bro, people are forgiving people for snitching. So how the fuck you think you being the biggest gangster? I just clapped that artist. You supposed to be solidified and fucking celebrated. Not at all, bro. They not celebrating you. So if Quando Rondo was smart, like I said, he would fall back for a minute and then restructure and come back in and say, you know what I mean? Some like he don't gotta say I'm sorry to Von or nothing or his family, but he could be sorry to his fans. And that alone right there show gratitude and he can keep going with, you know what I mean, his statement. You pay me 100 grand, Quando, I got you.
I actually wanted to go over this as well. So apparently, Asian Doll. So apparently, Asian Doll has shot down the rumors of an alleged beef with NBA YoungBoy and King Von. Now, I know I heard about this right before King Von passed because the morning that he actually got hit, I was actually going to do a story in regard to this with King Von, deading his beef with NBA YoungBoy because to me it looked like King Von had actually taken the high road. You know what I mean? He realized he was going to be something in life when he sold those units. He realized that he wasn't going to be a flash in the pan, and he realized he was going to work with a lot more artists. So ending a beef with NBA YoungBoy would be the smarter thing to do in the long run. What did you think about the whole situation between King Von and NBA YoungBoy?
I think that the beef between NBA YoungBoy and King Von was first fabricated. It could have been even the manager fault. Some fabrication going on. Oh, this gonna get you good. You gonna be competing with NBA YoungBoy and da da da. You know what I mean? Like you know how that shit go, man. It's a funny game. I tell you, people. But when I think of it, I think of that. You know what I mean? I think of that. You know, everybody was pretty much misguided and confused in that situation. But I
Right.
think that the manager, him being the leader, he's supposed to be the one who leads.
Yep, it happens, man. Especially when two people are that popular that they're commanding that much attention. You know what I
Let me
mean?
ask you a question though.
Yeah,
If you got an artist, you got two major artists on your label, you pretty much these is why people will come to your label. And
right.
one of your artists is locked up, possibly for a life sentence, then your other artist just died for a lack of security, they saying, right?
Yep.
So, like, would you pick that person if you was an artist?
What do you mean when I pick that person?
Like, would you like when I say pick that person, like if you was a rapper or something, or like would you pick that person as a manager, even if you
Oh,
what you doing?
well, I mean, that situation matches a couple instances, man. Look what happened to Jim Jones. Max B in jail, stack bundles gone. You know what I mean? A lot of people look at that Jim Jones situation and they back away from Jones like, "Hey, we've seen what you've done with artists in the past. Now, look at Little Dirk. Look at Little Dirk. Look what happened to Newski, and look what happened to Rondo number 9. Newski, RIP, Rondo in jail for 39 years. King Von gets out. He works with Little Dirk, and he sells nearly 30,000 units first week. He had an opportunity to prosper with Little Dirk. You know what I mean? So you got to look at that situation like that, man. Just because it's kind of about
Yeah, but
luck.
look though. Even then, now I'm gonna ask you a question. This is clear, right? Mikey T, the movie star. Mikey T, like, has Jim Jones made any other artist a star other than him dying on his label?
Has Jim Jones made? You're asking, has Jim Jones made any other stars than Max B and Stack Bundles?
Yeah, other than someone down on his label.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't look to me, honestly. I don't think Jim Jones has made any other stars than that.
Mhm. Yeah, they became like I give them brothers credit, but like they became absolutely more solidified, especially what was going on in hip hop just like now. And that's just like then, it was similar. So they became even more solidified, you know what I'm saying, with their depths. And when you look at, like I said, like it's not a bad thing, but I wouldn't sign to no 100K. Like he need to change his name and go behind silent partner because if you're an artist right now, like, I wouldn't sign to him. I'm just giving you my honest opinion.
Yeah, man. Like Little Dirk's situation was looking kind of shaky for a second, but then King Von came out and did those numbers. You know what I mean? I don't think artists are going to stray away from signing to Little Dirk, but that's another way you got to
No,
look at it. That's
now
another
Lil
way
Durk is different though. Lil Durk, he still made Von a millionaire.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Stack Bundles and Max B, them niggas ain't me. Like, you know what I mean? Like they ain't had their glory in the street. What I'm saying, fam. They didn't
Yeah.
have their glory in the street like these brothers did. Like they solidified them, making them they glory in the street. So it makes more sense. It's like a Def Jam. Def Jam, it's artists and died on they shit. But like when you get with them, they still gonna solidify. You gonna be it's money like beyond seen.
Somebody said, you got to love the people who tap in late. Somebody says, what does that have to do with Fat Bull getting fired? God, man. Sometimes I wonder the mind capacity of some of the hip hop fans, man, because like all of this is in general to the same situation of what we've been talking about the whole time.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like sometimes that shit go over people's head. You know what I mean? It's like knowledge is like some things. You know what I mean? So I get it. But at the end of the day, here's the thing, though, man. We absolutely talking about the subject, man.
Mm, mm. Von being gone, this is what somebody's just saying right now. Von being gone is going to save Dirk's case. Now, I wonder if that's in regard to the case that Little Dirk and King Von were going through, where somebody allegedly got bodied over trying to take Von's chain.
Yeah, they didn't get bodied; they got shot. But you know what I'm saying? Them getting shot, they didn't like somebody already in jail for that. They say I'm free all the time. I ain't gonna say his name, but for the situation right now, I'm not gonna say his name. But
Okay.
y'all do your research. You can see his name. Like it's somebody already in jail for that case. So Von and Dirk didn't have nothing to worry about at all because somebody already in jail for that case.
Okay, but they still did get picked up over that situation and have to bail
No,
themselves.
they definitely got picked up and they wanted to further investigation. That's why, as you seen, they started to have movement. That's why Von was able to move where he moving, and you know what I'm saying. That's why they started to have movement because the case was becoming like, you know what I mean? Like, man, this shit is over with. They
So,
already got somebody.
so I want to speculate a little bit, man. I want to speculate about this situation that could allegedly be right now with DJ Academics and Complex. I think to me that Complex initially was okay with this interview, but now there's a lot of heat coming down on them, man. There's got to be some heat coming down on Complex for allowing this interview. Like, this interview was very graphic, you guys. This is probably going to go down as one of the most alarming interviews of the year. And I think that Academics just he dug up a little bit too much controversy for this one. Do you think Complex called him to the office like, you did it, you went too far this time, Ack? That's
Yeah,
what
I
I'm.
don't think that Complex probably called them up and said them exact words. Like usually when you know what I mean, I got a business, and usually when you're a business, it's certain protocol and certain things and certain language you're gonna use. So when it came to a situation like that, I would hope that they would probably be like, we just gotta we no longer want to pick up the contract. You know, we gonna finish out the year. Then he was probably like, all right, cool. Well, I'll put in my 2 weeks. Then that's when today they put out that last episode. Like, look, man, you done. Like, you a contractor, so we don't owe you shit. We'll pay you for your last little 2 weeks.
Right here, Marie says it right here, very crystal clear. Ack became a liability to his employer. I could picture it right now. This is all just speculation out of the mind of Mikey T, the movie star, of course. I could picture it right now, Ack You're bringing too much heat on us as a company. You realize what you've done? Now, next year, now, after we get out of this horrible 2020, 2021, Complex's name is going to be dragged through the mud with little Tim and Quando Rondo for all of 2021. Do you realize that? Now we have to be attached to Quando Rondo, who will not even be a hot commodity, but after January, after January, the Quando Rondo blogs are going to be depleted. You know what I mean? King Von was really the star in this situation. You know what I mean? King Von and Little Dirk. Like, these guys are superstars, man. As you said, Little Dirk made King Von a millionaire. In my opinion, Quando Rondo is going to be stacking $5,000 to $5,000 to $5,000 until he can get to that level. You know what I mean? King Von was
That's
made.
what I'm thinking too, bro. Like they may send him a package, but he gonna owe so much. Shit, that package gonna get dispersed like immediately. You hear what I'm saying?
I mean, it seems like he's taking care of a lot of people, keeping it to his street rep, which I respect. You know what I
Like he
mean?
got people like this kid, right? Like people who like to say, "Oh, he was on Vlad TV and he didn't say he was Crip." He not the first Crip from neighborhood to go on Vlad TV from Georgia that say that they not neighborhood. You know who else did that? Eminem. Who's that Eminem dude? He had the album Eminem's. Um, Forget his name, but y'all know I'm talking about.
Pee Wee
Chat
Longway?
Eminem's, huh?
You talking about the Georgia artist Pee Wee Longway?
Yeah, Pee Wee Longway. He went
Yeah.
on up. They asked him, are you a neighborhood Crip?" No, Vlad. No,
Yep.
Vlad. No,
Yep.
Vlad. He was the
Um,
first. Quando Rondo was the second. So now you see Quando Rondo, but here's the thing though. One thing I know about 6 O's, them niggas don't hang with a lot of bloods. And I don't know what type of section he from with 6 O's, but he got a lot of bloods in his circle. He got a lot of folks in his circle. He just got a lot of organizations that he gonna have to pay in long run to protect this goofy ass. You know what I mean? And like, I honestly, like me personally, I like Quando Rondo. I like his music before King Von shit. But here's the thing though, right?
right.
Here's the thing. Let me say this. Here's the thing. I like this shit before that. But when Quando Rondo came out and started to act like he wasn't a victim, that shit disturbed me. Because Quando Rondo, in reality, in this whole situation, he's a fucking victim. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He's an effing victim. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's a victim. He's been like, if he played a victim role, he'll get a lot more ahead, bro. But he ain't willing to do that because he want to be so-called gangster.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He holds strong to that. He holds strong to that, man. And that's one of the reasons that people liked him in the first place, man. So he's only keeping to himself. He's only keeping to his true character. Yogi Hertz said this. Major salute for tuning in general, everybody. Complex probably fired him for doing the interview on his own platform and not theirs. Can you speak on that, bro? Because you had touched on that a bit earlier.
Yeah, I can see that. Like I said, like, if you got an organization, if I'm with Mikey T, and Mikey T is basically the mother of the company, and then my shit, they give me my little subsidiary, they give me my company to build and keep growing like it's growing. But look, it's the mother involved because they paying me, you know what I'm saying, monthly. They want me to be there every day, 5 days a week. And when what I'm saying, you have certain things cross your table, that shit's supposed to cross the organization table versus academics table. So, it's not far-fetched when you think a company saying that, you know what I mean? Like, it's not in our best interest to renew because even though you're a contractor, we let you get your leeway, but we just thought that you would have a little bit more good faith. And some people go off of good faith, and that shit can actually ban you from the industry. You know what I mean? Because people go off of good faith. And I can see a lot of actions with academics when it came to good faith, like even when it came to King Von, period, or when it came to 21 Savage. Like 21 Savage didn't do an interview on Everyday Struggle. King Von didn't do an interview. I think he did do. Now King Von did his first interview on Everyday Struggle, but he didn't do his. He didn't do the second one for the roundup for the album right before he passed. He didn't do that on Everyday Struggle, as well as you know what I'm saying. King Von Manager, the super interview that went like stupid viral. You know what I mean? That's the reason why you got stars like because they seen that interview, they seen out content Mikey T put out, they seen out content that Death of the Cloud Chaser put out, and they like, damn, who is King Von? Now they starting to see though with these type of material and this type of videos, you know what I mean? And yeah, man, when it come to like DJ Akademiks, I really think he played himself because like right now, he was just on like I wanted to say it earlier. But one of the things he kept saying was like, yeah, Joe Budden, he got his own, you know what I'm saying, network now. I'm gonna try to get my network basically. But look, if Joe Buttons want to come and get me, pick me up, I'm good with that too. You know what I mean? Like, come on, fam, you gotta be one way. Like me, I'm independent. You feel me? Y'all come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? We can make something work and we can be together in a partnership. But like, you know, far as like me waiting on somebody, that's not no. Like I wouldn't be even on the internet even saying that, yo, my man's Mikey T, he left me on the podcast, but shit, Mikey T, yeah, I know you got your network now, come holler at me. Like, no, man, Mikey T, me and Mikey T would already had that discussed if that was going on. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, like in all honesty, man, I think I think where Akademiks messed up is that his relationship with Complex could have been a much longer one. Akademiks could have potentially ended up being one of the presidents at Complex. You know what I mean? The way that he knows how to market material, the way that he knows how to run a station, you could evidently see that. You know, I think he really could have potentially blown an even bigger opportunity. But Shy Gutta here says that Complex was already shifting on Ack after the rant on John Legend's wife. And that's a very key point right there.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Akademiks was doing a lot of stuff
But
that
they had a decline though. They went from 300,000, 350 to 500,000 to a million an episode with Joe Budden's Academics to 100,000, 150. Mikey T get that. Me and Mikey T get that.
right.
That's a big network. They paying this man 20, 30, 40. Who knows? Allegedly. I don't know.
Honestly, man, I think I might have missed an email or something like that when they were probably asking me to join Everyday Struggle. So,
Facts.
you know what I mean? I might have missed an email or something like that. But looking at the whole situation, man, I think Academic blew it for himself because he kept on doing all of this controversial content that sort of put Complex in a position that where they had to keep defending themselves. Where you know what I mean? It was kind of chipping away at the reputation of Complex, everything that Academics was doing.
Yeah, no, I think that it definitely was a thing of interest. You know what I mean? Because like I said, the 21 Savage, the goddamn it, the King Von, you know what I'm saying, King Von manager and shit. He did Lil Yachty. You know what I'm saying? They did some interactive shit. Man, why you ain't bringing that? You supposed to be a producer on this show. So reason we gave you that credit because we was hoping that you come over here and bring us some more shows. Ain't that what we paying you for? Oh,
You're just doing it on your own YouTube now.
you might as well stay over there.
But yo, right now I'm reading this comment from Buddha's Tech Review, and this is something I want you to tap on a little bit because it's something I definitely saw. Do you think that Axe and Adam 22. Do you think Axe beef with Adam 22 kind of did something to hurt his reputation? I mean, No Jumper does have over 3 million subscribers.
He definitely like academics. If he would have stayed on his own, he'd probably be at like 7 million. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he would have doubled up. Like I'm pretty sure he would have doubled up. Cause like them guys, Vlad, like he was about to quake Vlad. Then Complex came in. Hey, shout out to Vlad TV. You know what I'm saying? Complex used to be one of Vlad partners. They need to listen to Vlad a little bit more, I guess. But
Yeah,
you
major
know,
shout
shout out to
out.
Complex. Hey, fam, send me that bag. I need that on my the website as well as the podcast, man. For real, for real. Me and Mikey T, you get. Hey,
It's
look, man.
only a matter of time before Death of the Clout Chaser becomes a household name, and it, you know what I mean, becomes probably a network on Complex. You're really onto something, bro, with your reporting of the street. You know why I know that? Because that's why I got into the game as well. You know what I mean? To feed the streets, getting information out there that nobody really knew.
No, facts, facts, facts. That's like, you know, you at that time you be like, damn, that story is like your baby. You know what I mean? And then when you see that story go full grown, you like, damn, that story came, it was a baby over here. Then you know you love shit like that, man.
Yep. Dex said that the manager speaking on the open case is going to be used in court, and little Tim is going to beat the case. That's what I was speaking on earlier. You know, King Von's manager actually doing that interview that really seemed like it was actually in favor of Quando Rondo's side. That's why I was wondering if, like, King Von's people were going to be like, what the hell would you do that interview for? That pretty much made it look like we were the aggressors.
Exactly. And that can hurt your people too. Cause whoever got pinned in cases with King Von's side, it's like, well, your man's was the aggressor according to the manager. Hey man, shout out Drake though, man. Shout out Drake, man.
Who? Shout out who?
Drake, shout out Drake.
Drake, Drizzy.
OVO, shout out OVO, man. Hey fam, send me no motherfucking J's. I need them just like every time. You hear me?
Yeah, I still I'll never forget meeting Drake, man. Drake is a good dude, bro. Like he walked over to us, even though we were all talking to Rick Ross, because I was rocking with my homie Dice, who was with Maybach Music back in the day. And even though Ross was there, Drake still came over and introduced himself to each one of us, like, how you gentlemen doing? You know, he's a very smooth guy.
No, absolutely, absolutely, bro.
Yeah, it was a pleasure getting to meet Drake, man. You know, but yeah, this story is definitely
Hey,
crazy.
but y'all really like if y'all really like this type of build with me and Mikey T, man, that for the Cloud Chaser, man. Mikey T, the movie star, man, report card radio. Y'all know what time it is. If y'all like this type of build, fam, like hit them likes right now. Share this shit on Facebook and Twitter, fam. Like at the end of the day, like why should it be an issue of you sharing good content that you rock with? You know what I mean? If you don't rock with it, you shouldn't even be here. You know what I
Right.
mean?
If
Peace
you guys
out.
see more of this, if you guys want to see more of this, just let us know. Drop a comment on this video. If all 900 of you guys want to see us come together more, let us know, because Death of the Clout Chaser is definitely one of the rising brands. It's different. You know what I mean? Me and him coming together, it's definitely a different vibe. And we come with some of these controversial stories too that I know all of you guys really want to hear us talk about.
Exactly. Exclusive. Exclusive.
Yep. But I appreciate you for joining me tonight, man. What you got going on for the rest of the night, though, bro?
Hey man, I got some more Hino, you know what I mean? Like, let me see that shit. Where that shit at? That shit like that right there, shit still lit. You know what I'm saying? Some more Hino on deck.
Okay.
You feel me?
I
So,
was actually, I don't know if you want to stay on, but I was actually reading this article on Media Takeout. Asian doll shoots down rumors of beef with NBA YoungBoy and King Von.
I'll read it up. Read it up.
So Asian Doll, the girlfriend of the late rapper King Von, has spoken out to discredit rumors that Von and Louisiana rapper NBA YoungBoy had beef leading up to his death. This is what Asian the Doll said. She said, "I got a song with YoungBoy. Von got a song with YoungBoy. Who's the op? Only ops is you, op ass people in our mother effing business, bitch. Back on my mother effing story, bitch." She said on Instagram Live this. So that's a direct quote from Asian Doll, who basically says that who's an op in regard to King Von and NBA Youngboy. She continued, "This N word talking about the MFing ops. That ain't even his ops. Get your clown ass on." And Asian Doll is actually referring to DJ Akademiks. Akademiks actually posted this on his page and hashtagged Queen Von, aka Asian Doll, says NBA Youngboy was never King Von's op, and they got a song together.
Hey man, that's an exclusive right there for him. Like, yeah, no, look, man, y'all Mikey teachers hit y'all with the exclusive. Let me marinate on that. Hold on. All right, we there. But listen, bro, like Asian Doll, bro, like honestly, like everything that comes out her mouth right now makes me feel like she grieving. She needs time to sit down. She needs time to think about her thoughts. But now what you just said though, like with that tweet, that shit is like yikes. Like what's really going on? You know what I mean? And when I think about it, I'm like, damn, for Asian Doll to say that it's like Asian Doll, because we ain't heard NBA, like NBA Youngboy. He got like people be like, oh yeah, he talking about Von on that song. No, NBA Youngboy got like shit, probably like at least 13, 14 ops. He could be talking about any one of his ops at any given motherfucker, like any given time, bro. You
Right.
feel me?
Subliminals, right?
For real. He got a lot of ops. Like that's just like King. That's just like when it comes to 63rd. Like a lot of people be like, yo, 63rd. Why would 63rd even be against King Quando Rondo when Quando Rondo is, you know what I'm saying, against Vaughn and they against Vaughn, right? But here's the thing. When Quando Rondo was running around with Vaughn, he used to say F 63rd. Them guys are dirty. You know what I mean? So guess what? They don't forget that. They don't forget that. That shit is like manufactured at that point. So now it's like it's different, bro. It's different. It's different. It's very different, bro.
So this is also reported on Media Takeout. Before his death, Vaughn also confirmed that he and NBA Youngboy did not have any beef. He blamed any reported tension on the internet. And this is actually what I was going to report the day that King Vaughn actually got taken from us all, because it was interesting to me that King Vaughn was going to move past his issues with NBA Youngboy. But this is actually the quote that I never got to read from King Vaughn himself. He said, "Nah, it's the internet, gang. They'll try to make it like that because it's the internet. You feel what I'm saying? And then you know how females is. Females will try to make it like that because they females, and they'll try to make it out like a MF effed with one of the other MFers hard. It just be all types of shit, but it ain't nothing sincere, nothing that you should worry about." That's actually what King Vaughn said in regard to the NBA Youngboy situation. So I guess it was in fact about females talking amongst each other, potentially spreading some sort of rumors, something along those lines. But
Yeah, it was all. I think it was all entertainment. Honestly, I think that like his girl got paid a bag. You know what I'm saying, to do that shit, and you know what I'm saying. It's all entertainment. Like behind the scenes, that shit be fabricated in entertainment wise. You hear what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like allegedly, I'm thinking that this shit was paid for when, it really wasn't even like that. This shit was just to put Von up against NBA YoungBoy again. Because NBA YoungBoy, even though he young, but them dudes really say YoungBoy really be on that shit, man. He be bugged out. They
Right.
really say NBA YoungBoy be bugged out. So I don't know what NBA YoungBoy have done in his past, but I just know that it's older dudes and younger dudes who say NBA, he was with that shit. He rich. You feel me? So I can only go off of what they saying. The
Yeah.
people who really know him.
Yep.
So I think that, man, like honestly, like NBA YoungBoy, I don't think that he'll be beefing over no female. You know what I'm saying? Like he like if he hitting Floyd Mayweather, you know what I mean? Excuse, hey, look, man, money team, my team, you dig? But look, even if he involved with Floyd Mayweather, like imagine who else he involved with. You know what I mean? Imagine that though, or at least like like I'm not saying NBA young boys cheating on his girlie, she pregnant. You know what I mean? Blessings to them, prayers to them folks. But I'm just saying though, imagine in his past if he got to that level, who he ain't came across to even get there. See, he a youngster.
Yeah, Janetti said all of that ish sells records as well, unfortunately. And that's one of the big things of how I was looking at it. King Von, in my opinion, King Von looked at a potential situation with NBA YoungBoy as a way to get his name out there. You know what I mean? I look at it like that. I feel like he looked at it as a way to get his name out there, which is why he entertained the idea of a beef popping off with YoungBoy. But after King Von sold those units, I really think he realized that he didn't need to start beef with every popular rapper just to keep his name out there. King Von's name was going to be out there regardless.
Well, I think he knew that from the gate because a lot of the rappers was talking about him from the gate. Like even before he was rapping, they got rhymes. They talking about, yeah, Von ass come around here, we gonna catch him. You know what I'm saying? They talking about King Von. He ain't a rapper. He probably incarcerated, or he probably on the block.
Yep.
You feel me? So when that happens, and then he start to rap, and guess what? He's good.
He's good.
He's actually good.
He's better. Hold on. Let's stop right there. So he's better than Rondo number 9.
Absolutely. I think King Von, like me, I'm biased because like I'm from, you know what I'm saying, NLMB. So, you know what I'm saying, G Herbo, Bibby, they all from my neighborhood. So, you know what I'm saying? I always, you know what I mean? Like the shit they talk about, I know exactly what they talking about. So shit gonna ring to my ears a little different. But when it comes to like King Von, like absolutely, man, King Von is like one of them dudes who that shit ring. You could tell like Shorty ain't lying, man. Shorty really with the shits. He got loose screws. Like they in Chicago, they be like, you loose screw. You got a loose screw. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm from Chicago. They be like, you got a loose screw, bro. Like you ain't together in the head all the way, huh? That shit loose.
All right. So King Von over Fredo Santana.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I
R.I.P.
say King Von, you gotta match King Von up with like Dirk, Chief Keef, Polo G, G Herbo,
All right. One
even
more.
King Louis, you know what I'm saying? King Louis in there because he got some hits, you know what I'm saying? Look, some
One more,
underground, you know
bro.
what I'm saying?
King Von over Little Reese.
Yeah, absolutely. Lil Reese, to me, Lil Reese he wasn't like really like, he just rapping because he can. Like, even to like, Lil Reese just rap because he can. My personal opinion. That's just me. I'm done for the Cloud Chaser TV. This don't got nothing to do with Mikey T. You dig? But I'm just saying, my personal opinion, I think that Lil Reese only rap because he see the situation and the opportunity. And why wouldn't he? He a smart guy. But that don't mean he's good or you know what I mean? He's competing with these people who I'm talking about, they just born with this shit, man.
All right, here's my personal opinion. My personal opinion is that Little Dirk outlived the success of Chief Keef. I think he had more longevity than Chief Keef. So let me ask you, Chief Keef or King Von?
I'm gonna have to go with Chief Keef because he got way more, you know what I'm saying, way more of a catalog. Like I got like it's certain out Chief Keef like a Gucci man, but on steroids. Like he literally took what Gucci Man did. Like when Gucci Man dropped one album, he dropped two. You know what I'm saying? That's what Chief Keef was on for probably like 3 years straight. So
Wow.
Chief Keef really got damn near probably like 100 albums. So I wouldn't even compare him to Chief Keef. You know what I mean? I'll compare him to like Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like a King Louis, um, even a G Herbo. You know what I mean? Even a Dirk. Cause they got albums, but like I think like Herbo got like 10 tapes, but like you know what I mean. Like it still ain't 100 tapes. Chief got 100 tapes, bro. Like no cap.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Definitely a great opinion. Definitely glad I got that opinion from you. A couple people have heard me give my opinion on Chief Keef and Little Dirk. Obviously, I was a big Chief Keef guy when he first came out. I think Chief Keef's best album, though, is Finally Rich. His first album, his only album with Interscope. Um, yeah, Oob man, if that's how you pronounce it, I appreciate you. We got a new subscriber in the building. Also, tap in with Death of the Clout Chaser TV, though, a rising brand in hip hop. My guy does interviews. He actually does he actually does voiceovers on news as well. Covers a lot of the graphic news that comes out, a lot of the hottest news. He's all over Boxton and all that shit. Yeah, we're not talking about FBG Duck tonight, man. We're not
Yeah,
talking about
shout out RP FBG Duck, man. Like
FBG
FBG
Duck.
Duck, he's similar to like I can compare FBG Duck to probably King Von, but King Von gonna win because King Von got more of you could tell with the sound he got more of something behind him. You know what I mean? It could be the bag, it could be the producer relationships, but it's something that's different that FBG Duck just needed. All he needed was that. Everybody know that. Come on, fam. If you were FBG Duck and you a fan, you know he just needed that one producer to tweak him the right way, and goddamn it, he was gonna go out of here. You feel me? The industry could have did it for him, but they wasn't in tune because he got their options. You know what I mean? They already getting money with his ops.
Word. I hear you, man. That was a good note to compare FBG Duck and King Von. You know, FBG Duck was really on the rise. He was really on the rise, like getting his fan base up together. But King Von had really reached the level to where he was gonna come out and he was doing Young Thug numbers. You know what I mean? 27,000 units. I was like really impressed when he came out and did those units. What's a pack? Then again, you're standing up against the 63rd, and Rondo gonna do a song. I don't know what they mean by that. Ladisha Sutton, we come on here and try to be very respectful to everybody involved. That's why you hear us talk about King Von. That's why you hear us talking about FBG Duck, even though they had issues. That's why you hear us talking about Quando in a good light as well, even though what happened is very unpopular. You know what I mean? If the shoe was on the other foot, you know what I mean? It'd be a different situation. That's one of the lyrics actually from the End of Story record, Clout. He said that if the shoe was on the other foot, everybody would be hating on that. You know what I mean? Everybody, actually, he said if the shoe was on the other foot, everybody would be celebrating King Von if little Timmy was gone or if Quando was gone.
No, I think if Vaughn would have handled it a certain way, and this actually, it probably would have been worse for Vaughn because Vaughn coming from Chicago, they already known for that. So like you, damn y'all dangerous ass. Like what Ti said, that shit would have been married. It would have been the other way around. What Ti said would have been Stone Cold Steve Austin. You did? It would have been in effect like, yo, he right. Y'all niggas better stop coming down, you Chicago niggas. Y'all killing us? Oh, hell no. That's what would have happened. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. So if that would have happened, if it was the other way around, it would have been that. So then it would have been a whole nother situation. You feel me? Like, well, peace and blessings upon everybody involved. And, I respect Vaughn because his death did not create a war. You know what I'm saying? It's actually bringing more people together. So you got people that's normally in Chicago, like my little brother tell me in Chicago right now. He like, man, G, you can ride around, you know what I'm saying, playing fun shit, and your shit probably won't get shot up. But everybody know you ride around playing duck shit, your shit gonna get shot up. Depending on what area you in.
Oh, wow. That's crazy, man. That's crazy because in New York, it really wasn't like that in New York. Say you were in the hood playing a Ja Rule song, or if you were over here playing Dipset, or if you're over here playing G Unit, or if you're over there playing Wu Tang or Bad Boy, you know what I mean? That's not really something you had to worry about in New York. But to hear all that in Chicago is just crazy. I mean, I was just reading a report earlier about Little JoJo, and I was just asking myself, like, wow. So little JoJo makes a diss song and then he can't even really walk down the street.
What was that, bro? You said who can walk down the street?
Like I'm saying, like I was reading about little JoJo earlier, and it's like little JoJo releases a diss song and then he can't even walk down the street.
Yeah, because like that's different though. Like Lil JoJo, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna talk about Lil JoJo tonight. We'll get that on the next week, man. Y'all get in the comment section. Y'all let us know if y'all want us to talk about Lil JoJo, you know what I'm saying, on the next one. You feel me? But when it comes to Lil JoJo, that's something definitely unique and different from FBG Duck, King Von, all them situations.
Yeah,
You feel me?
I would
And
love,
we would have
I
to
would love to
really
talk with
get
you
to
about
it.
that sometime.
Cause that shit different. Shorty, yeah, he was a little shorty, man. Like most of them guys is they little shorties, man. Like I'm from Chicago. When I jumped out the porch, I was 12 years old. You know what I mean? Really, I was 11, but I count out 12. When I had some sense and I wasn't moving around like a goofy. You know what I mean? So when them type of things, you know what I'm saying, a part of what you got going on, shit is crazy. Like shit is just bugged out, fam. So I'll have to talk about Lil JoJo on another one, man.
Word. That's what's up, man. I want to definitely talk with you about that, man, in the near future. And everybody out there watching right now, if you want to hear us come back on another episode and talk about little JoJo, leave a comment on this video. RIP little JoJo, do the little JoJo vlog, whatever you want to do. Leave a comment on this video so we can get Death of the Clout Chaser back on here to talk about that story because I think it would be dope.
No, facts, facts. Yeah, because we got definitely facts when we're gonna talk about it. So you know what I mean? We ain't gonna sugarcoat it, we ain't gonna play with it.
No, I appreciate you for tapping in tonight, man. Been a really
Hey
dope.
man, hey look, man, everybody in here right now, I don't know what's going on, but you know what I'm saying? This is a movie. You got Mikey T, the movie star, you got Death of the Cloud Chaser TV. You dig? Like, in other words, man, like if anything, you can share this on Facebook and Twitter. You feel me? Or you can like this shit, right? Come on, fam. We ain't asking for much. We just giving y'all a whole rundown. You feel me?
And right now, I'm about to put Death of the Clout Chasers Instagram up on the page. It's already in the description, so y'all can go follow my man. But I'm about to put it in the chat right now, so y'all can. It's already in the description, so y'all. My bad. Everybody follow Death of the Clout Chaser TV right now, though, you guys, and you're gonna hear some of the most
Yeah,
dope
absolutely.
info ever.
SL to all my New York folks, man. SL, man. SL.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you for joining me tonight, brother. Until next time, my man.
Salute, fam.
All right, geez, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Man, Death of the Clout Chaser came on tonight, really laid down a lot of dope information for us. You know what I mean? Got a lot of respect for Death of the Clout Chaser ever since he's been coming in and really making a credible impact on the game. That's right. He's definitely cool. Ladisha says 100K management needs to be arrested for the involvement as well. You know, that's going to be something. That's why we came on here to talk about this tonight, you guys, because there's going to be a whole lot of scrutiny next year surrounding Complex, surrounding this interview that Akademiks did with King Von's manager. A lot of people are going to be picking apart this interview, guys. A lot of people are going to be picking it apart, feds included. You know what I mean? Like that's why you got to take it into consideration who you're going out there and doing things in front of. You know what I mean? King Von's manager, King Von's manager actually went on a platform with over 3 million subscribers and basically told the story to the world, a story that I don't think King Von's team would have really wanted out there. You know what I mean? You got to leave that into the court's hands. You know what I mean? And just doing a story like that for some views, you know what I mean? Just doing a story like that for some views, it could really come and kick you in the ass in the end of the day. Mikey T, any new movies in the works? Well, today I actually dropped my exclusive interview with JoJo Capone. I dropped my exclusive interview with JoJo Capone. I'm wondering if anybody out there went and saw it today. JoJo Capone spoke on how Diddy told him to start a record label. It was pretty dope. Let me see. Let me see. See, I'm trying to see if anybody else is going to join us tonight. I did put the word out to Cassidy because I'm going to be doing a live stream like this with Cassidy in the near future, you guys, because Cassidy actually has an album out right now. Cassidy has an album out right now called The Formula. So Cassidy's going to come on the channel. We're actually going to do a live review of the album. But everyone watching this video, if you want to support the channel, if anybody out there wants to support the channel, it's Cash App Mikey T Movie. Guys, I appreciate everybody who supports me. Any donation is appreciated, whether it's $5, $10, $20, $1. You know what I mean? Any donation is appreciated, you guys. Definitely appreciate Death of the Clout Chaser coming onto the channel. But in general, I appreciate Death of the Clout Chaser for actually changing the culture. You know what I mean? Exploring new things in the culture. You know what I mean? Bringing out new developments on a daily basis because my guy works. My guy works like crazy. Yeah, Harley, we got Cassidy coming on the channel pretty soon. I want you all to go check out my interview with I want you to go check out my new interview with JoJo Capone. I'm going to post the link in here for you guys real quick so everybody can go check that out. See if I can get this here. Let's see if I can get this here. Oh, no. Wow. Okay, there it go. There it go. Okay, everybody in here. You guys, I'd appreciate it if everybody in here. Appreciate you, Eric Brown. Check out I want everyone to check out my new interview with JoJo Capone. It's a dope interview. It's actually part 3 of our series. It's actually part 3 of our series, you guys. I want you guys to all and go check that out right now. Everybody that's in here, click the link. Can you guys click that link? What the hell? Yes, you guys can click the link. Awesome. I want everybody watching this to go click that link right now. Check out the 3rd part of my exclusive interview with JoJo Capone. It's an absolute movie, you guys. Skull Glizzy, I appreciate you for tapping in. Main Boy TV, I appreciate you for tapping in and subscribing. Am I still in OBH? I don't think I was ever officially in OBH, you guys. I'm Mikey T, the movie star. I never jumped on here to join another label like that unless it was like Interscope or something. You know what I mean? I always have built myself. Young Music. We talked about that mad earlier in the video, but I want you to go check out my exclusive interview with JoJo Capone. If anybody wants to reach out to me, you could follow me on Instagram at MikeyT_the movie star. Everybody, oh, Hallandale, salute. Everybody that follows me on Instagram, I will follow you guys back. MikeyT_the movie star. If you guys want to come on the channel to do an exclusive interview, or if you want to come on the channel to actually drop a music video, anything like that, guys, we can do it. Anything like that, guys, we can do it. You know what I mean? If you want to come on here for an exclusive interview, I can set it up. We can set it up. Guys, again, if you want to support the channel, Cash App, Mikey T Movie. Appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight, man. Before I get out of here, does anybody have any more questions? Before I get out of here, drop me a question if you got one, y'all. Because I'm about to tap out for the night, y'all. Appreciate everyone for logging in, man. Major exclusive. Respect, everyone.